Kakaby Floyd writes, "Hey AMC, digging the new studio. Since we're a week away from the opening of the Hunger Games Catching Fire, and I was wondering how much money you guys think it would make at the box office."
I remember having a really good debate at the beginning of this year about what's going to be the #1 box office movie in 2013. And the two films that it really came down to was Iron Man 3 and Hunger Games Catching Fire. I made the argument that Iron Man 3 would end up being the #1 film of the year at the box office. The person I was debating against said Catching Fire. I may lose this bet. There's a lot of buzz behind this film. It's really anticipated. People are looking forward to it. I am still going... I'm going to stick with Iron Man 3, though. I think this will be the #2 box office movie of the year. I think this movie is going to do huge business. Huge. I still don't think it's going to catch Iron Man 3, though. Iron Man 3 made a silly amount of money, and I don't think it's going to get into that territory, but trust me, if they fall just short of Iron Man 3, the good folks at Lionsgate ain't going to be crying any tears, because that's going to be a lot of cash rolling in. And Schnepp, how do you see this? Am I wrong?
I think it's probably going to be the biggest box office failure of the year.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God! Yeah, I'm like, what?
Try to say it extra serious. It's really going to fall really flat, guys. No, yeah, I agree with you. It's going to blow out. I mean, didn't Iron Man 3 make like $1 billion?
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, yeah, if any movie's going to make it another billion, it's this movie. I mean, it's got a rabid fan base. I even liked it, and I was like, I didn't read the books. Yeah, I was like, I can't wait to see the sequel. So. Yeah, I think it's going to make so much money. I don't know if it's going to beat Iron Man 3, but it's going to beat every other film this year. I hope it's just as good as the first one. So I really thought the first one was really fun. So.
Yeah, Dennis?
Yeah, I think it's going to get close. I think the thing about Hunger Games is that it's not like where Twilight was only hitting that female demographic.
Right.
You have males that want to see Hunger Games as well, and I like the first one. And I mean, I was a little worried about a new director taking it, but from what I've heard of people that have seen it, I heard good things. So I think it's going to maybe fall a little bit short of Iron Man 3.
Right. I mean, the one thing this is going for, keep this in mind, Twilight made an awful lot of money as a very popular book series, right? But not everybody liked the first movie, and yet the movies continually made more and more money. Now you've got another franchise very popular, but people, generally speaking, did like the first one I liked it a lot. And so I think you're going to see something ridiculous happen, I'm sure. And, you know, I remember very, very clearly when Hunger Games made that transition from just being a female, because there was a time when it was just mostly girls reading it. I remember watching SportsCenter one night, and they showed pre-game. There was a Miami Heat, I think against Los Angeles Laker game coming up, and they showed LeBron James in the locker room about 10 minutes before the game reading Catching Fire. And after that, it kind of became cool for guys to read the Hunger Games series. And you're right. Now it's not just, I think it's primarily a female audience, but it's got far more of a male demographic than, say, like a Twilight series did. It's going to be interesting. I'm not going to be surprised if I get this one wrong.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news, and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.